In the forest depths, they saw a vine-covered deer lamp, as if calling, "Catch me." Memories deep in their minds surged forth, as Lucy followed the shimmering hints, guiding her siblings through the weeds like they were treasure hunters. "Aren't you my child?" echoed repeatedly in his mind, like an endless family reunion. Suddenly, they transformed into kids, falling out of a wardrobe and bumping into their distant relative, the old professor. A plot twist. "We want Levi ourselves," they proclaimed dramatically, looking like four mischievous stars sneaking into the subway. The train zoomed in with no sign of stopping, like a runaway roller coaster. Suddenly, the train burst out like a superhero, yet only seen by our four goofy friends. They instantly found themselves on a beach, yet their faces showed no panic, just a "we're here for a vacation" expression. The four laughed at each other, starting to play on the beach, as this magical world felt like the childhood kingdom they were back. They had united to defeat the witch and become the great kings of Narnia, only to be summoned back by mysterious forces 2.5 years later, a truly unexpected sequel. But when they discovered that the once grand palace had turned into ruins, it seemed their throne had been forgotten in the corners of time. Even their ancient weapons were covered in dust, as if reminding them time flies. Next time, bring some cleaning supplies. They resolved to rebuild their dream home, fighting to reclaim what was lost. What a touching hero story. But on the next day, Lucy was drawn by a strange call, as sweet as honey, only to face the god of Narnia, Aslan, again. As fascinal. She called out repeatedly, feeling like she was at an elf party. She sought help just like in childhood, but Aslan jokingly replied, "It's 2 tries only." Lucy thought, "Isn't it supposed to be 3? After waking up, she wondered if it was just a dream, and re-entered the forest, only to find Bake and Peter standing there, just as the script intended. It turned out there was a Minotaur leisurely strolling under the trees, adding a bit of thrill to their adventure. The Minotaur tribe was once ruled by the White Queen over 1,000 years ago, giving them the heebie-jeebies. Peter, with his sword, planned to sneak up on the creature, but suddenly a long-haired guy shot out like a race car driver. They battled several times, surrounding Peter like it was a Who's the King contest. It turned out these weird-looking minions were actually the remaining Narnian folk hiding deep in the forest. What a surprise. Clearly, they didn't recognize a legend like Peter, leading to some awkward introductions face to face. Just when the tension rose, the roar of Susan echoed, like receiving an unexpected delivery. The long-haired guy snapped back to reality, saying, "Wow, you're King Peter. What an unexpected honor." The long-haired guy had just escaped a family hunt. The life-and-death moment felt like a suspense thriller. With a hoarse voice, he recounted his chase story, like narrating a thrilling movie plot. Caspian of Narnia was brought to the gathering, which felt like a grand lordly conference. During a heated discussion, he proposed, "It was my ancestors who slaughtered and occupied our home, causing the atmosphere to get tense like a showdown was about to happen." Caspian cleverly countered, "The current enemy is the one who killed my father. Their enemy is our friend. If you're willing to help me reclaim my throne, I promise peace for all Narnian people, like a consultant making a dream life come true. I will bring eternal peace to all Narnian people, as sweet as vanilla ice cream." Caspian and the Narnian folk built a bridge and the riverbank, gearing up for a major operation. It felt like an army preparing for action. Suddenly, a boy lunged with a sword, as if saying, "Don't keep me waiting too long, or it's going to be a thriller." As soon as Caspian's Narnian folks arrived in the forest, they were ambushed like playing a game of Let's Go Adventuring. Don't say they just arrived to be ambushed. That boy was just there to make them remember the special welcome ceremony. Just as the Narnian folks arrived in the forest, a boy repeatedly launched surprise attacks on them, as if he was playing Raiders of the Lost Treasure. "Run! Quick!" shouted the Narnian folks, as if acting in an intense escape drama. This unexpected invasion had everyone groaning. They felt like Superman having to rise to the challenge. This surprise attack turned into a running gag, as the Narnian folks were forced to outwit the boy in the forest. "CCTV director, come quick, we have a great show going on today." This chaos turned out to be wildly entertaining. Luckily, someone stepped in to halt the madness, leaving behind even more suspense. "Hey, don't hit. I just want to join you and trade my snacks," the boy shouted while looking around for comrades. The Narnian folk softened at his words, deciding to give him a chance to join their team perfection. They resolutely decided to join hands and form a super team to defend the peace of Narnia together, and that perfect hero dream was shining brightly, right in front of them at this very moment. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us in continuing to create more exciting Narnia legends. Bring your friends along. Each of your subscriptions fuels our journey ahead.